Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Cardano. Now Cardano is one of these coins which I have strong conviction in, and you should have too, because Cardano is an amazing project with a lot of great partnerships and overall news which will drive the price parabolic in the next months. So guys, if you don't want to miss out any important news related to ADA, please make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out any of that good stuff. Now let's jump straight into the coin and talk about it. Now, let's talk back. For us to understand what's been happening recently, we need to go back to the past. And what we see happening with Cardano was this sort of resistance in this level at the beginning of basically 17th of September, all the way till the 3rd of January, 2nd of January, we were trading very low volumes, as can be seen. And it was always this fight between the bulls and bears taking the upper hand. Until the roughly 2nd, 3rd of January, until the bulls took the upper hand and managed to break out of that first resistance level. That allowed us to go in our first bull run, which basically went as high as 0.93 cent, and that was our first run, which then was obviously followed by some consolidation and correction, and overall went back up to as high as 1.307. And then we're entering this triangle. Now this triangle will help us understand what's been happening lately with the price. Basically, from 18th of Feb to 13th of September, we've been stuck in this triangle. 13th of April, sorry. And before that, we were stuck in this triangle. As we can see, we never really broke out of it. And we literally always touch it. And the news which told me and why you should believe into this is I knew that we were stuck into this, but we would get out eventually because we were making higher lows consistently, but we were also making higher highs, as can be seen here. And that's a very bullish sign, which allowed us to break out of this triangle zone, break that resistance, and enter a new all-time high. And so this is the video I previously did on Cardano. My prediction was that it would break out here. And as we can see, it perfectly matched my drawing. Now, this is interesting to see because I believe it will continue similar to what happened on the 27th of Feb. We will have a new bull run, which will obviously consolidate and we're going to experience some correction, but we will go as high as, I believe, $2 by the end of April. And that is followed because of similar trading pattern, which we saw previously. Not only that, take into account the full release of Goggin, the confirmation of Africa deal, Grayscale investing into ADA, potential listing on PayPal. The list goes on, guys, but the possibilities are endless. And ADA is one of these coins which just has so many projects coming ahead for 2021, which is why we will eventually see this coin break out to the $2 level very, very soon. And that would be a roughly 40% increase. And you will tell me that that's a big move already, but we can easily reach it. And so you shouldn't be too scared because we can easily get to those levels. And so because Cardano for me is not only about recent days, as we can see if we enter here. It's not about these volumes which are getting higher, which is bullish in the short term. Yes, it's very positive, but I'm more into this for the long term, for the project, for the convictions that the project holds. And that's why I believe that Cardano can reach $2 very easily by the end of the month. Not only that, we all know that April is a very bullish month for cryptocurrencies as a whole, and we can expect this huge parabolic run to go on. Why will you say? Well, because of several reasons. Cardano is an altcoin you really should be looking into, opposed by NASDAQ. Now, NASDAQ, guys, don't play around. And NASDAQ is one very certified institution. And if we see these types of institutions starting to post about Cardano, this should bring you assurance. And because it's normalizing altcoins, and it's also showing the growth and scalability of ADA. And so what's interesting is that Cardano has become an investor's favorite in recent months. You can see the year-to-date return are not 100% accurate, but they're crazy. We can see 570% return. And this is why I'm into Cardano, also because of how much potential it still has compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum. I strongly believe that proof of stake can outperform proof of work, and that it's much more efficient than Ethereum in terms of sustainability, scalability, and usability. So these are the three main reasons why I'm so bullish. Overall, guys, the Cardano platform is growing, which is one other healthy sign. Charles Hawkinson also talked about him not caring about the price of Cardano. He cares about the project, everything that he worked so hard for. He doesn't care if today's price is $1, if tomorrow is $10. He's into it because it's his passion and because he want to bring value to us. And so that's one amazing news from Charles, to see that he's so passionate into what he does. But they also did some research of the University of Zurich in Switzerland that Cardano is a proof of stake blockchain initiated and developed by the IOHK Foundation, and that's a technology company that specializes in peer-to-peer application and cryptocurrency. And so I believe that we can really be bullish for the month of April. Not only that, Cardano is preparing for Plutus powered smart contract. That's going to be an exciting news coming ahead of this. Because Cardano has been working obviously on their smart contract, and they've basically done some similarities with Bitcoin in a sense that both use the UTXO model, which essentially takes the unspent output from previous transaction and use them as inputs. However, guys, Cardano's further expanded this concept, creating the EUTXO, which is in short for extended UTXO. And this has brought some additional advantages, such as the ability to check the validity of transaction off-chain before the transaction is sent to blockchain. And we can see in every sense of the way that Cardano is trying to be better and more efficient than Bitcoin and Ethereum as a whole. And why I believe that Ethereum and Bitcoin should be careful, because in the future Cardano can easily outscale them. And I strongly stand by this point because I'm so bullish on their project that's backed up by so many institutions. But not only that, Cardano's next upgrade is to introduce smart contract support, which is also an amazing news because Cardano's next upgrade, Alonzo, will introduce smart contract support to the blockchain. And Alonzo will use the Plutus platform to establish the infrastructure and tools for the smart contract development. And so the Plutus platform is, like I talked about, the IOHK blog post. The development of Alonzo was described utilizing the Plutus platform, which will provide a native smart contract language for the Cardano blockchain. It's amazing news coming ahead for April, and why I'm so bullish for this month. And overall, even for the long term. Now, smart contracts are even coming to Cardano this spring. Exciting to see how that will turn out, as the Alonzo testnet, which will bring smart contract to the Cardano blockchain, could go live soon, as soon as April. And Charles Hawkinson revealed during the Cardano 360 virtual conference yesterday. So we will be seeing how that will turn out. That was in March 26th, so that dates a bit, but we will see how that will turn out for the positive. Also, Grayscale's eyes out, such as Cardano, for a new investment product. This is amazing for Grayscale to see that they are looking into potentially adding Cardano into their portfolio, because these guys are whales, guys, in crypto. And if they are looking into getting Cardano, it just gives you the validity that Cardano is one of these projects which is here to stay. And I'm certain by that, because Cardano is so much more efficient, sustainable, and scalable in the long term. And so One other news is that Cardano can also help millions of Africans have digital idea. That's one of the insane projects which I have strong convictions for, that the confirmation of the Africa deal will be huge for Cardano, because it's working on new deals that will bring millions of users into its ecosystem. And so he added that his team is negotiated contracts with several African nations to enable citizens to have digital identities linked to wallets and payment system. If this were to happen, and I strongly believe that it will, this will move the price of ADA parabolic, because this is huge in terms of exposure and scalability. In terms, even if they were to start with 1 or 2 countries in Africa, the scalability, if it works well for these 2 countries, can expand easily towards the rest of Africa, which is huge for exposure for ADA. So very, very, very bullish news for ADA. And another one is that ADA's price Gauguin era, the countdown to full smart contracts functionality on Cardano's release. Well, they talk about the implementation of the first public testnet for Gauguin, which is in 26 days time, back on this when this article was written in April 4th. So towards the end of the month, there will be an implementation of the public testnet for Gauguin, known as the Alonso Pioneer testnet. And that will be interesting to see how that will move forward, and an overall very bullish sign for Cardano coming towards the end of the month. If that turns out positive, this will be huge, driving the price and shaking the price to an uptrend. Finally, one other news which was very interesting is that Cardano's C fund first capital goes to Israeli fintech startup Coty. This is an amazing news also to see that strategic investment marks first allocation for the new ecosystem venture fund. It is nice to see that to help the Cardano network upgrade its permanent solution for the forthcoming Shaley mainnet launch, C Fund, the Cardano ecosystem venture fund, has made a strategic investment in Coty. That's very nice to see actually these partnerships in collaboration with other firms, because we are seeing this normalizing of actually and usability of these altcoins in real life. And this is very exciting for Cardano and how that will move the price in the upward for the future. I'm strongly bullish and stand by these points. I believe that ADA will go parabolic, and you just have to hold for the long run. If you're too impatient, sell, but you will sell at a loss, because obviously after each good run, we always have corrections. Hence why here we were stuck for pretty much 2-3 weeks in this consolidation period where the price was even going downward. But you always have to be patient, because overall Cardano's project is very promising. So if you're in for the long term, you will benefit out of this. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to join the channel, subscribe, comment, and let me know your opinion below. And I'll make sure to catch you in another video. Bye.